Hello and welcome back to another Gunpla review. Today we're taking a look at the STCS Crossbone Gundam X1, but that's pretty obvious. I was hoping to have some top coat on this before the review, but that plan fell through, so I'm just going to have to be a bit careful with this. I checked already, the knees are a little scratched from the hip skirt, but I was planning on repainting those anyway, so not a big loss. But anyway, let's start out the review, as always, by taking a look at the articulation. Now, it's an SD kit, so don't expect too much articulation, and I do have to be careful with it, since I don't want to scratch the paint, so I'm a little bit hesitant to push things too far. I mean, it's an SD, it's not going to have a crazy amount of articulation anyway, but, you know, it might have a little bit more range than I'm going to be pushing it, but whatever. The head is on a ball joint, which is also on a hinge, so don't expect to get a lot of movement out of that, just, you know, can rotate side to side, and you can get a little bit of a tilt, and it came off. Well, it's better than what happened last time where it just broke, so also, a very nice feature is, hang on, just get this for the sake of being a bit easier. He says not being able to, there we go. Yeah, the mouth plate can actually open, which is nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that for the rest of the review because, you know, it's kind of the iconic look of the crossbone with the mouth plate open. Moving down to the shoulders, they're on ball joints. This joint in here is also on a ball joint, so you get a rotation, and you should get a hinge outwards, but because of this piece on the back, it comes out to about here, so as far as you're going to get with the SD frame, and the hands are also on a ball joint. Now the waist is technically a ball joint, but it's supposed to be collapsed into just a swivel, though if you want, you can... You're supposed to be able to pull it out, but, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't want to come out. It is a ball joint, but it's loose when you pull it out anyway, so it's not really a big loss. The knees, well, there are no knees. The hip knee in here is on a ball joint, but it's a ball into a socket, not the other way around, so you don't really get a ton of articulation there. The feet are also on ball joints, so again, not a lot of movement. And the ankle guard is a ball joint attached to the foot, not the leg. And finally, all of the boosters, I think they're called, I'm bad with names, are actually individually hinged. So, not bad articulation for such a little guy. Now, getting into accessories and gimmicks, let's start off with stickers. You'll notice the only sticker I used was the SDIs. I'm saving the rear camera until after I top coat it, and I'm probably just going to leave this off because I don't really like the CSIs, honestly. This kit requires a lot of color correction, more than you probably expect, honestly. You get, you know, the crossbone, and these ones for the front of the shoulders, the ones on the back aren't included. These ones for the legs there, but none for the back. The weapons are completely unpainted. The little white here, the black strip, the red is actually these long ones. The ones on the face are included here. This is the one on the crotch. These aren't. The ones here aren't included. Basically, even with the stickers included, this thing is still missing a lot of detail. So I would recommend, if you're going to get this painted, I actually recorded painting mine I'll put a card up here if you want to go watch it. The card will be in the corner at the end anyway, so you can just watch it whenever. Now, like I said, one of the gimmicks is that you can open the mouth plate, though I more count that as articulation. I will point out that it is nice that the eyes are actually metallic, and they catch the light rather well, so you do get a very nice look for the eyes. And the weapons actually combine, like the high grade, and they like it's supposed to. Speaking of the high grade, if I can get this part, which I have to be careful about because the hands are white plastic. You have to paint the dark gray. So yeah, without top coat, I'm a little bit concerned. So if I have to jump cut, hey, no, it actually came off. Okay. These can actually be put into the hand using the regular handles, but considering how much paint there is, yeah, I'm not doing that on camera right now. But the option is there. Looks like there's a little bit of a chip on it there now. Anyway, you do actually get a beam effect, if you want to call it that. I'm not sure I do, considering the fact that it's white and honestly, it doesn't look that good. I mean, even when it's painted, it doesn't look great. Thankfully, though, you can use the effect sets from the high grade, and they just plug in. It does make it a little bit massive for him, but the fact that they included that as an option is very nice. And that doesn't work. Yeah, they actually did end up using the same connection. I appreciate the thought. Also, you do get the, as it came off earlier, the cross, I can never remember the name, the like, knuckles, and this is also compatible with the beam effects. I got the Crossbone Mao, so I don't have this beam effect, but this just slides on to the fist, like, here-ish. I'm not going to put it on all the way because it'll scratch the paint, but, you know. This thing basically has the same gimmicks as the high grade. Even more so, because I'm pretty sure the high grade doesn't have an opening faceplate. So with the same gimmicks as the real grade, even. And as for a quick size comparison, bit of a small boy, but I mean it's an SD, so what do you expect? Alright, to wrap this review up, you'll notice that I switched over from the SD frame to the CS frame, partially because I wanted to show off what it looks like, mostly because this is how I plan on displaying it anyway, so why not? Though I will say that I used the original SD feet piece for the frame rather than the CS one, because it lowers it down a little bit. I think it looks better, but I digress. The kit itself requires a lot of color correction. You can see how long it took me to paint everything on this. Most of it, small details, understandable. The white on the top of the shoulders definitely should have been separated, but overall it's not too bad. I mean, it's an SD kit, so you kind of have to expect some painting, and the color separation is good enough, though I do think that the emblem on the chest should have been part of the white runner, or hell, part of the yellow runner probably would have looked even better, but while it took a while, the painting wasn't that difficult, so do be warned that it does take quite a bit of work to get it completely color correct, but the final product isn't actually that bad. And if you get a CS frame with it, I think it actually looks really good. So anyway, that's all for this review. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, it helps a lot. Subscribe and hit the bell for future reviews. And as always, until next time, happy building.